Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Oracle of the Hood. And then clarifying with the Ator Tarot deck. Alright, and then finishing off with an inspiring quote from the You Got This deck. Okay, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like with my Star Fam. This may or may not resonate. If not, not to worry. I've got plenty of other spreads posted. Feel free to have a look through my channel. I'm sure you'll find something that will resonate with your situation. Okay, so getting right into it. Let's see what's going on with my Star Fam in the hood. Is going on with my Star Fam in the hood. Y'all can feel free to skip through the shuffling if you like. I don't blame you. For those of you who like the ASMR though, I will keep quiet. Let's see what is going on with my Star Fam. Y'all don't want to talk about it, huh? First card out, Survival of the Fittest. If you're going through hell, keep going. Alrighty then. Oh dear, oh goodness. Alright, so the next cards out, we got the Fiend. I'm just going to take the ones that actually flipped over, guys. Hang on a second. Where'd that other one go? Oh. They didn't flip over. Okay. Sorry, just bear with me a second, you guys. They didn't flip over. So the next card out is the Fiend. Beware of overindulgence and loss of self-control. Alright, so, looks like somebody's struggling with their addictions here. Maybe in denial, that's why you didn't want to talk about it. Oh man. Next card out, the Dealer. Be mindful of the way your actions affect others. Yeah, this looks like drug addiction, really bad. Or if not drug addiction, then some kind of addiction. This could be gambling, but I mean, again, the gambling cards didn't come up. This could be alcohol as well. But it looks, again, somebody's struggling with their addictions. Alright guys, let's see if we can go a little bit deeper with the Ator Tarot deck. Yep, and the first card out is the Devil. Major Arcana card. Could be Capricorn, because this is a card of Capricorn, although I think in this situation, this, really is about temptation, addiction, you know, because that's what the devil usually signifies. Could be habits, feeling stuck. So yeah, this is really feeling like some kind of addiction taking a hold of somebody. Oh man, you guys, I'm sorry if you're going through this, or if you've got friends or family or whoever it is that's going through this at the moment. But I kind of get the feeling that if it's not you, it is definitely somebody who's close to you who's going through this. Again, it could be, you know, alcohol, it could be sex, you know what I mean? But there's definitely an overindulgence happening, and it feels like with Survival of the Fittest, the fact that you're going through hell, so this could have been the reason why you got addicted, It's because it's going through some really, really, really difficult times that are kind of exasperated this addiction or this dependence. You know what I mean? But it's like it's starting to use dependence to whatever it is, if it is drugs, if it is alcohol, if it is relationships, like that dependence is now starting to affect other people. Because you got the dealer come out after the fiend. You know what I mean? And the dealer's about be mindful of the way your actions affect others. You could actually be dealing. I don't feel like you're the actual dealer in this so much as I get the feeling that this is really just highlighting this addiction and that it's now starting to affect people. And then again, with the devil coming out, the devil being about temptations, being about habits, holding on to bad habits, could be feeling stuck. You know what I mean? This is really feeling like you or somebody around you is really struggling with some habits right now. Oh man, you guys, I'm really sorry to hear about this. Okay, the next card's out. We got our Judgment and Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is kind of like things being up in the air, trying to juggle things. This could be indecision about where you should invest your time and energy. Although this could be about having to be creative with your finances if you're like, borrowing from Peter to pay off Paul. You know what I mean? Like the kind of balancing acts you have to do when you're in addiction in order to afford your fix. You know what I mean? But it's like a sense of things are kind of up in the air and it's like trying to hold on to balance. You know what I mean? And with Judgment, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I mean? This could be about an actual judgment call. This could be, this feels like everything coming to light, you know? As you can see, these people here, they're literally being called by the angel out of their coffins, you know? So this could be second chances, some kind of resurrections. But I mean, in this situation, this feels like skeletons coming out of closets. You know what I mean? So it's like if you or somebody around you were just struggling with addictions or whatever, it's now starting to come out to light, you know? I'm definitely getting that with the Judgment. It's just, it feels like all the skeletons in the closets are coming out. You know what I mean? Some kind of like it's being laid bare for everyone to see now. You know what I mean? This could be a finding out of how money has been being spent. You know what I mean? Interesting, guys. Like, I mean, I genuinely hope that, you didn't lose money or too much money. I mean, again, this could be gambling as well, too, with the Two of Pentacles, with the juggling of your money and juggling where you can invest kind of thing. This could have been a gambling thing. Again, not all addictions have to be like this dark. You know what I mean? It could have been like a habitual gambling. This could have been a habitual playing on the stock markets. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to be drugs, although I am getting a heavy drug vibe. It could have been both. You know what I mean? Because you do have a lot of white collar, I guess, criminals, if you want to call them that. But like white collar crimes or people who, play with finances and stuff, it's very easy for them to get into the more designer drugs kind of scene. And it's very easy to get swept up in that lifestyle. You know what I mean? But I kind of get the feeling like there's something about this habit, this addiction, this overindulgence that is going to come to light, and people are going to find out about it. Again, with the Judgment card and the Judgment, again, things coming to light for the final judgment. You know what I mean? So, yeah, some of you could be fearing that judgment. I don't know. I get the feeling that, yeah, things are coming to light now. And there's the conflict, you know? There's definitely a conflict that's gonna happen once everything comes to light. And again, it could be about where money has been going, how money has been being spent. You know? This could again be friends, families that you're arguing with, especially if like people have been, you know, if you've had to borrow money. I mean, I'm saying you. This might not necessarily be you. This could be like somebody around you. So if this is your friend that you're finding out, you know, and all of your other friends getting involved, is like, oh well, you know, you borrowed X amount of money from me just last week. Oh well, you know, you borrowed this much from me, and you know what I mean. And now you guys are starting to realize exactly how much, you know, this person has cost you, or vice versa. Taking it as it resonates, guys. Whoever, whatever side of this energy that you guys are on. But I'm definitely seeing some kind of conflict, about how money was spent or time was invested over investments, you know, and that are coming to light. Whew, you guys. I mean, some of you might have gotten caught in the darker side of like dealing, I don't know, like pimping. Again, I mean, like the pimp card would have come up if that was the case. You know, but yeah, well, let's just. Could you tell me a little bit more about this conflict, this 5? Did something flip? Oh, yeah, here we go. Got the 3 of Swords. Yeah. Sadness, sorrow, disappointment. You know, there's definitely hurt feelings. Might there have been a three-party situation? I don't know. I just feel the sorrow from this person or these people, you know, and the disappointment about finding out the truth about what's been happening, you know? And I mean, obviously, this person isn't going through the greatest time as well either. You know what I mean? So I kind of get the feeling that this is like a shared energy between the friends. It's just disappointment all around, you know? Like this whole situation, you know? It's like this person's disappointed in themselves, you're disappointed, their friends are disappointed. You know what I mean? And it's just like, even the whole circumstance as to how they got involved into this was, you know, because of some kind of heartbreak or disappointment. You know, because very rarely do people turn to drugs, addiction, overindulgence over nothing. You know what I mean? There's usually something that they've been going through, some kind of hell that they've been going through. You know what I mean? That's kind of driven them to become dependent on these substances or the circumstances, whatever it is. If it's like again, sex addiction, you know, again, because we do have the 3 of Swords, so it could be like, you know, just seeing many people and the heartbreak that comes with, you know, that kind of lifestyle, you know, as well as it could have actually been drugs, alcohol, you know, guys, gambling, anything, like however it resonates, you know what I mean? But there's definitely just that disappointment from that conflict, the sadness, the sorrow. You know, this person's definitely ashamed of themselves, you know. It's a really tough situation, you guys. Such a crap show. Oh, just tell me a little bit more. It's really, I kind of get the feeling that this was a heartache. This was a heartache. That's what sent this person into this situation. Just tell me a little bit more. Next card out is a Page of Pentacles, so like a small offer. Pages being the youngest members of the court cards. Some kind of small offer. Could have been a small monetary offer. Some kind of small offer of value. This could have been a proposal that was rejected. That's what caused this person to spiral down into depression, because, you know, this small offer could have been like a ring. You know what I mean? But I get the feeling this is, again, rejection. Like, if it wasn't a proposition or a proposal of that sort, it was just, yeah, a breakup because, I don't know, this person, they were too immature, or, I don't know, it sounds really mean to say, but it's almost like they didn't have enough to offer. And I don't just mean monetarily, I also mean like maturity-wise and like practically. You know, like I get the feeling that they weren't like maybe the greatest to live with around the house. You know what I mean? Just tell me a little bit more. Just tell me a little bit more about this situation. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Swords is somebody who's not having it, you know? Air sign, although not necessarily. But I kind of get the feeling that this is the energy that kind of broke it off. You know what I mean? The Queen of Swords is somebody who's not here for anybody's crap, right? And she's very assertive. She could come across as quite cold. You know, but she's very take no nonsense. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what it was, if it was this addiction that she didn't like. She saw that side of you and was just like, I'm not having it. And that kind of, you know, caused you to spiral. You know what I mean? But again, like for the page, you know, to be offering something to a queen, I mean, that's pretty brave of the page. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know, she's not having it. Even she's got her back turned. You know what I mean? So it could have been an air sign that you broke up with, although, you know, again, it's not necessarily gender specific. But yeah, somebody who just is very detached. She's very practical and logical. Do you know what I mean? And this is somebody who really takes no crap. Okay? So I'm kind of not surprised in a way. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I understand the heartache. I mean, it's not easy to have somebody break things off with you, but like, you know, I feel like this Queen of Swords, she wouldn't have done it for nothing. You know what I mean? She's a person who has to make the hard decisions. She's a person she's very much just rip the Band-Aid off real quick, and you know what I mean? Like, that's the Queen of Swords energy. So I can understand the incompatibility with the energies and how you might have been dealing with the situation. Right? I'm sorry, guys. I know for some of you, if, you know, you're on this side and you're really hurt, and I know it's not easy to hear, but I mean, at the end of the day, I can only, you know, tell you what the cards are saying, and this kind of seems like the dynamic, and I can, you know, I could see why it wouldn't have worked out. You know what I mean? Especially with this Queen of Swords. They're very no-nonsense people, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Wow, you guys. This is a really heavy reading. I am so sorry that you guys are going through this, or that your friend is going through this, whoever is going through this. You know? Wow. Not easy at all. But hey, again, if you're going through hell, keep going. Alright? Just keep going. Keep going. You know what I mean? Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You'll get out of it. You know? And the good thing about things coming to light as well is that I'm sure you will still have friends. And at least now that they know, they'll be able to support you properly, better, you know what I mean? And better understand what exactly is going on. And those who really care about you, the real true blue ones, they'll stick by you and they will try to help you, help support you, get you out of this situation. But again, this is a situation, this is one of the things where you have to want to change, or they have to want to change. However, it resonates whichever side it's on, whichever side you're on, you know? So it's like, you know, this person, your friend, you know, I think, you know, before you cut them off, at least reach out and see if you can help them. Because it could just be, again, that the reason why they turned to the substance or whatever it was that they turned to was because they were just having a hard time. And really, they just needed someone to talk to turn to, and they felt they never had anyone. So if this sounds like you, maybe reach out to them. You know, maybe they haven't spiraled that deep yet, you know, and just be there and see if you can support them. I'm not saying take everything on all their problems on to your shoulders. I'm not saying that. There's a difference between helping and supporting somebody versus living their lives for them and doing things for them. It's completely different. You know what I mean? But again, it feels like they had a feeling of just, you know, they were going through a really bad moment, you know, and maybe it was pride, you know, that caused them to not reach out to you or their family or their friends or whatever. You know what I mean? And so that's why I decided to turn to overindulging in whatever habit this was. You know what I mean? But now that it's come to light, at least now you know, and you know, you can move forward. And again, you might be one of the friends who, you know, kind of reaches out with like a small offer for help, you know, because that's what this could be. And just as well as they might run into people who are a little bit more Queen of Swords-ish about the situation and might just be like, cut you off. You know what I mean? But, you know, take it as it resonates. You know which person you are. I mean, you know your situation better than I do. You know what I mean? And again, there are no right and wrong answers. You just have to do what is right by you. Okay? And yeah. Whew. All right, guys. Very heavy read. Let's see if we can get an inspiring quote from the You Got This deck. And just to end this out, my goodness, can we get any words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of advice? Oh, it just flipped over. You're allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. So you don't always have to be perfect. You know what I mean? As long as you're continuously working on yourselves. I mean, we're all living, we're all growing. That includes this person. You know, they've fallen on hard times. It doesn't mean that their life is over and they have to resign to just being, you know, a fiend. You know what I mean? They could come out of it. Just as well as you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to be the one to swoop in and rescue them. Again, there's a difference between helping somebody with a little bit of help, a little bit of understanding, versus doing everything for them. You know what I mean? You're allowed to be a masterpiece and a work in progress simultaneously. Guys, this is all learning experiences after all, right? We all live, we all learn. All right, you guys. I'm going to close that out here. I hope this helped. I am so sorry if it resonated, but yeah, I hope it at least brought a little bit of clarity to your situation. If you did find some help in this spread, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.